Have you ever wondered why some people seem unstoppable? Why they rise every day with unwavering focus, discipline, and purpose, even when life throws every obstacle in their path? It's not luck. It's not just talent. It's mental training, the kind that molds ordinary people into modern day. Warriors through choices, routines, and mindset shifts that forge an iron will. The fight is between your potential and your excuses, between your dreams and your doubts. The moment you open your eyes each morning, the battle begins. And what you do in those first moments sets the tone for your entire day. And if you're ready to stop letting fear, procrastination, and self-doubt dictate your life, then this is your moment. A warrior trains their mind to zero in on what matters. They don't chase every shiny object or scroll mindlessly through hours of distraction. Most battles are lost in the mind before they're lost in real life. The voice in your head can either be your worst enemy or your greatest ally when things get tough. Do you hear doubt or determination? When you fall, do you hear shame or strength? Instead, they train their thoughts like a laser. One target at a time. One goal at a time. They learn to say no. Replace "I can't" with "I will find a way." Replace "I'm not good enough" with "I'm still learning." Speak to yourself like someone you believe in, because belief fuels effort, and effort leads to excellence. Your thoughts shape your identity, and your identity determines your destiny. Not because they don't care, but because they care deeply about what truly matters. Because becoming mentally strong doesn't happen by accident. It's a deliberate process, and it begins now. What's standing in my way? Clarity gives you direction, and direction fuels persistence. Without clarity, the mind wanders. It drifts, but with clarity, the mind locks in. It becomes unstoppable. And today, you're going to learn how to train your mind like a warrior, because your success, your peace, your strength, and your future all start in your mind. Warriors aren't born with a tough mind. They build it, brick by brick, day by day. They act, regardless of how they feel. They don't rely on comfort. They embrace discomfort. They've just learned how to design systems that align with their goals. They know that a powerful mind comes from consistency, not chaos. That means waking up with a plan, setting clear priorities, and eliminating distractions that weaken focus. When your alarm goes off, do you hit snooze or rise with purpose? That small choice is where mental training begins. The mind, like the body, becomes stronger when it's pushed. Every time you choose to act instead of delay, you gain power. Every time you say yes to growth and no to laziness, your mental armor thickens. To train your mind like a warrior, you must first understand that the battlefield isn't out there, it's within. The first step is discipline. Warriors don't wait to feel motivated. But discipline isn't about being rigid or robotic. It's about taking control of your habits. Successful warriors don't have more willpower than you. Now let's talk about focus. In a world full of noise, attention is your most valuable asset. And that brings us to clarity. Warriors don't just train hard, they train smart. They ask powerful questions. What do I want? Why does it matter? To sharpen your mind, you also need to train your self-talk. Start becoming aware of your inner dialogue. But a warrior's mind is not just sharp, it's resilient. That means learning how to endure, adapt, and rise. Not in comfort, but in resistance. Not when it's easy, but when it's hard. Pressure doesn't break a strong mind. It refines it. Every time you keep going when you want to quit, you are building mental muscle. Every time you rise after falling, you are forging a warrior spirit. Life will test you. You will fail. You will feel pain. You just have to be persistent. Mental strength is not about never breaking, it's about never staying broken. It is not about always knowing what to do, it is about choosing to move forward even when you're unsure. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in the presence of it. They know that the mind becomes what it focuses on. They use it as a signal to sharpen their mind, to prepare more, to act with greater intention. It's about freedom, because when you train your mind, you become unshakable. Not the illusion of overnight change, but the reality of daily improvement. One disciplined morning, one focused hour, one active. Courage, one step at a time. No matter what life throws at you, you rise with confidence, you move with purpose, you live with power. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. They don't wish for a lighter load. They build a stronger back. So instead of obsessing over problems, they look for solutions. Warriors are careful about who and what they let into their mental space. If your environment is dragging you down, you must change it. Protect your peace. Guard your energy. You don't need more noise, you need more clarity, more purpose, and more intentional action. They limit negativity. They avoid drama. They seek out people who challenge them, elevate them, and support their vision. Because the mind, like a garden, thrives when it's nurtured, but it withers in toxicity. Instead of focusing on what's missing, they focus on what's possible. They reframe the story, not as a victim, but as a victor. Not as someone who is stuck, but as someone who is being shaped. But resilience isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about rising in the face of it. Every setback is a test. Every failure is a lesson. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger. So when you hit the wall, when motivation fades, when doubt creeps in, remember that this is the moment warriors are made. A warrior also trains for a perspective. Perspective is power. When you realize that life is happening for you, not to you, everything changes. You stop running from adversity and start using it. You stop fearing change and start embracing it. Every difficulty becomes data. Every loss becomes feedback. Every storm becomes preparation. To cultivate this mindset, you must also guard your environment. Your surroundings feed your thoughts. So ask yourself, who are you listening to? What are you consuming? What habits are you reinforcing? And here's the truth. You don't have to be perfect. Warriors feel fear, but they don't let it control them. And all of this, the discipline, the clarity, the resilience, the focus, it isn't just about success. So today, commit to the process. You are not soft. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are capable. You are worthy. You are ready. Train your mind like a warrior, because the world needs the strongest version of you.